This year, from May 10th to August 27th, the senior studio art majors will be hosting our online show titled This Is Not an Exhibition. Each student will be showing 1 to 3 original works that were created over the course of the semester. The location of this group show is vital to the works of art presented. The current virtual circumstances add a layer of meaning to the works that otherwise would not exist.
My name is Kyra, and I'm a double major in English and studio art. Since the pandemic started, I've been using my living room as a studio space, and painting in that space that also functions as a common area for my housemates has been a unique challenge, but it's one I've grown accustomed to throughout the semester. My project for the show is really inspired by surrealism in art, and I want to create a dreamscape that sort of blurs the lines between fantasy and reality and functions as a representation of my headspace, trying to balance these two things.
My name is Emily Lewis. I'm doing this painting in acrylic paint, and it's taken me a long time because it's a very big painting. Circe is one of my favorite characters from the Odyssey because she's just such like a strong female figure, and I'm very intrigued by the fact that she turns men into pigs.
My name is Olivia, and I'm a multimedia artist from the Midwest. I am in love with painting for its ability to express complex emotions and memory. I interrogate my own childhood and experience on the earth to get to and critique larger cultural issues, like capitalism, misogyny, childhood abuse, our obsession with the media, and what this does to our perception of ourselves. I also really value the imaginative, intuitive process of art.
Hi, I'm mingxuan Shen. I'm from Shanghai, China. I'm double majoring in media and journalism and studio art and minoring in cognitive science at UNC-Chapel Hill. My senior project, Subconscious Absence, is a walking and book art project that documents my experience of getting COVID tests during the spring 2021 semester. When you, the audience, flip through this book, you will slowly notice how the season changes throughout the semester when I conduct the seemingly repetitive process.
I mostly work in paint and photography, and when I'm creating art, I'm asking myself questions like, how can I draw attention to details that usually go unnoticed? How can I abstract this recognizable subject into a purely aesthetic experience? My other major is anthropology, and it's commonly said that the goal of anthropology is to make the strange familiar and the familiar strange. This is something I try to do in my art practice as well. My hope is that when people interact with my work, they feel more connected with the natural world and maybe even with their own wild essence.
I really value the time I spent studying art at UNC because it really helped guide me into a very serious and dedicated art practice that I'll be exploring for the rest of my life.
I really miss the studio experience of being in the studio at midnight with 2 other people and being frustrated because our work doesn't look the way we want it to, but also really bonding over that.
This isn't an exhibition. This is a virtual collection of works that will serve as a celebration of the accomplishments of our class, our determination to overcome the obstacles presented by this semester, and our transition from undergraduate art classes into the world beyond. We hope that the next time you see our work, it is in a more optimal setting, and look forward to seeing the return of the in-person gallery space soon.